Here are my top 7 favorite cars on Ridge Racer 7. I'm Kanata Rivington, let's begin the video. Number 1, Kamada Fietta. The Fietta is a sports car / Grand Tourer manufactured by Kamada and is a well-balanced car to drive because of its superb handling and standard drift type, making it a perfect choice for beginners to progress through the game. It's also easy to customize and tune up with an aggressive-looking Dig Dug aero kit, Astroth tyres and suspension, Duraga engine tune, Baraduke livery, General Resource quad nitrous, a headlight tint coloured pink with dark windows, and Killick Tita rims, as seen on my personal Fietta in Category 3. The engine powering the Fietta is a transversely mounted V6 engine with up to 3 litres boosted with twin turbos, making it well over 300 horsepower, just like the Mitsubishi 3000 GT VR4 that it resembles. Gearbox choices for the Fietta are a 5-speed manual for Category 4 and a 6-speed manual for Category 3, allowing acceleration times of 5.5 and 4.35 seconds, with top speeds varying from 248 to 293 km per hour. There is also a complete version of the Fietta, which can be won by scoring 100 manufacturer points with Kamada, which is a race-tuned Fietta with Astroth slick tyres installed, along with a 3-litre twin-turbo V6 tuned up to 530 horsepower, made it to a 6-speed sequential manual gearbox, allowing an acceleration time of less than 4 seconds, with a max speed of 292 km per hour, one slower than my tuned Fietta. Weight-wise, both Fiettas weigh about 1550 kilograms, which classify as middleweight. Number 2, Shinsong Jujak. The Shinsong Jujak is a mid-weight sports car with a dynamic drift type that can easily slide through corners due to its rear-wheel drive. It can snap oversteer if too much steering is applied, making it a terrible choice for inexperienced racers, but a perfect choice for expert racers if they can control the car if installed with Bosconian or Rolling Thunder tyres and suspension to ease the snap oversteer, just like other dynamic type cars like the Terrazzi Stanos and the Soldat Raggio. The engine powering the sleek coupe is a 2.7-litre inline-4, making 250 to 435 horsepower, made it to a 6-speed manual gearbox, allowing an acceleration time of 5.3 seconds, followed by a top speed of 244 km per hour in Category 4, while Category 3 has an acceleration time of 4.6 seconds, with top speed maxing out at over 290 km per hour. Weight-wise, this monster weighs 1350 kilograms in Category 4, but a little heavier in Category 3 at 1475 kilograms. Furthermore, the Jujak resembles the Hyundai Genesis Coupe and HD C8. Number 3, Danver Bayonet. The Danver Bayonet is listed as my third favourite car, mainly because of the 4-litre overhead valve V8, mated with a 5-speed manual gearbox, bringing 500 horsepower to the rear wheels in Category 3 trim, with an ultra-high top speed of 295 km per hour and acceleration time 4.3 seconds, upgraded with a Duraga tune, including a bolt-on twin screw supercharger. Design-wise, it looks like a GT race car with Dig Dug or Arcwood parts installed to show off that exotic import tuner look to the fans. Without body modifications, the Bayonet is said to have an active aerodynamic spoiler to reduce drag for better speed and handling, while keeping that cool fastback coupe look. As it's a dynamic drift car, it's easy to slide and can handle well with Rolling Thunder and Bosconian tyres and suspension installed, as it can be a little snappy for beginners if they apply too much steering. As seen in this photo, I have installed Bosconian tyres and suspension fitted with Killick Nightmare rims. There's also a complete car version of the Bayonet, which has an upgraded V8 engine, which is still a 4-litre, but with side exit exhausts, giving it an aggressive sound, pushing out with 580 horsepower through a restrictor plate but 850 horsepower unrestricted. Top speed wise, it is only 1 km an hour slower than the tuned Bayonet, but acceleration has been improved to 4.2 seconds. As for the weight, the Bayonet is a heavyweight GT car, with it weighing 1850 kilograms including the complete car. Number 4, Age Prophecy. As my fourth favourite car is from a French manufacturer called Age, which is based on Renault. The Prophecy is a lightweight luxury sports car powered by a 1.6-litre turbocharged inline-4, pushing a healthy 300 horsepower, equivalent to an Alpine A110S and Renault Megane RS. The transmission used is a 5-speed manual with a top speed of over 240 km per hour, Category 4, with its acceleration ranging to 5.1 seconds. In Category 3, the inline-4 is tuned to 470 horsepower, mated to the same transmission in Category 4, but acceleration and top speed are improved to over 280 km an hour in 4 seconds from 0 to 100. As it rocks a luxury sporty look, it can become a street-legal tuner and track monster equipped with Dig Dug aero parts, as this can make the Prophecy more sharp and mean-looking while retaining the lightweight chassis at around 1150 kilograms. As seen in the photo, I have installed a full Dig Dug body kit for the Category 3 Prophecy, which makes it look close to the complete car in a comparison below. The complete variant of the Prophecy has a 2-litre turbocharged inline-4 pushing out 560 horsepower, with acceleration time improving at 3.8 seconds with top speed clocking at 292 km per hour at the straights with low downforce and improved aerodynamics. Number 5. Assoluto Fatalita. The Fatalita is Assoluto's most coolest, speedy classic supercar that can dominate every race while still being street friendly. Power comes from a 5-litre V10, which is based on a Lamborghini V10, maxing out at around 8,850 RPM, creating 545 horsepower, mated to a 6-speed automated manual with F1 style paddle shifters. With a top speed of over 300 km per hour and an acceleration time of 3.4 seconds, it can be impeccably agile with no compromise. This 10-cylinder beast weighs around 1,750 kilograms, which makes it heavy due to the midship rear-wheel drive layout giving a near perfect 50-50 weight distribution at 46:51. Customization-wise, the Fatalita can become a GT1-esque race car with arcboard parts allowing for better aerodynamics, traction to give off an exotic tuner look. Even cooler, the Fatalita has a complete variant which has power from a 5.2-litre V10, which is 0.2 litres bigger than the Street Fatalita's 5-litre V10. Power has been tuned to 555 horsepower at 9,000 RPM with air restrictors in place due to homologation. It's 10 more horsepower than the road car. Performance-wise, the top speed clocks at 319 km per hour, with acceleration being at 2.9 seconds through a 6-speed sequential manual with a racing shifter to manually select gears. As for the weight, this GT race car was lightened to 1,560 kilograms via weight reduction and sturdy roll cage for the interior, including a racing wheel and bucket seat with a 5-point harness. Number 6. Assoluto Bisonte. Another classic supercar made by Assoluto. The Bisonte is basically the Fatalita's younger brother, as it is also a midship rear-wheel drive machine, with this street-legal rocket sporting a 3-litre flat tank crank V8, revving up to 8,300 RPM, churning out 535 horsepower, mated to a 6-speed manual gearbox, allowing acceleration from 0 to 100 in 3.5 seconds, with a max speed of 307 km per hour. Compared to the Fatalita, the top speeds are almost identical with the Fatalita's top speed at 308 km per hour, while the Bisonte tops out at 307. This makes a 1 km/h difference based on the performance of the two speedy supercars, as both can be tuned to become Rich State's most fastest rides. Likewise, the Bisonte can look like a GT1 race car with arcboard parts as seen in the photos that I took while in the machine connector, as this brings an exotic modified supercar vibe. What's more exotic about the Bisonte is the complete variant, as it has been race modified with a 3-litre V8, receiving a race spec turbo fitted with an air restrictor to limit power for homologation, which caps at 550 horsepower, 5 less than the complete Fatalita. As for the top speed, it reaches 317 km per hour, which is 2 km slower than its bigger brother, but acceleration has been reduced to 2.7 seconds due to a lighter 6-speed sequential manual transmission and race-spec clutch and flywheel, giving more torque, improving shift time. As for the weight in the Street Bisonte and Race Bisonte, the street car weighs 1,695 kilograms, while the race car weighs about the same for the race-spec Fatalita at 1,560 kilograms. Number 7. Grenade Esperanza. For the last favourite car listed, it's the most exotic luxury GT coupe made by Grenade called the Esperanza. This monster sports a 3.2-litre straight-6 engine making 510 horsepower, mated to a 6-speed dual-clutch transmission based on Abi's S-Tronic transmission, which is also a dual-clutch that has 6 and 7 gears found in the RS3, R8 and TTRS. Performance-wise, this beast tops over 300 km per hour in less than 3 seconds, which is identical to the Himalaya, as it also has an acceleration of less than 3 seconds with it topping over 300 km per hour. For weight figures, the Esperanza is a heavy front-engined rear-wheel drive mild type car weighing at 1,760 kilograms due to the big engine in the front, giving off a weight distribution of 48-55. Additionally, this German speed demon can look like a track-focused weapon with arcboard parts and Anno Genesis Staccato rims, fitted inside with some high-performance rolling thunder tires, which you can see in this photo that I took. Concluding the complete car, this track-tuned coupe has a larger engine at 4 litres while turning a straight 6 layout, produce a max power of 575 horsepower, with acceleration time improved at 2.9 seconds through a 6-speed sequential manual, paddle shifters mounted behind a high-tech steering wheel. Weight specifications for this hardcore luxurious race car breaks out at around 1490 kilograms, which is 270 kilograms lighter than the road car due to the revised bodywork and stripped-out interior, including a very sturdy roll cage. Performance-wise, this wild animal reaches a respectable 316 km per hour on Bosconian slicks, which provide insane amounts of grip. And that's all for my top 7 favorite cars on Ridge Racer 7. Be sure to like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. See you in another video.